Hello and welcome back. Let's take a look at the GPS with vertical navigation. We talked about the GPS without vertical in the last session, so it's fitting that we talk about a GPS with vertical now. So let's say we are flying along at some altitude above the final approach fixed altitude, and our flight mode enunciator panel is currently heading in altitude because they're giving us headings and altitudes to join the approach. Then they tell us to go to fix A. I put in fix A, fix B, and then fix C over there. Just arbitrary fixes. Okay? So we're over here, and they say you're clear direct to fix A. So we put fix A into amber. Active comes back. Confirm, activate. Yep, let's go over to fix A. Activate, navigate. We select nav, and now we're LNAV and green altitude. Now we know we're going to need path and glide path to get down, so that's a function of vertical navigation, so let's select VNAV. So we're LNAV and VNAV to fix A. En route to fix A, or as we cross fix A, they say you're cleared for the GPS approach. So you hear the magic word cleared, and you should be already thinking, oh, I need to select a lower altitude because all non-precision approaches I said MDA. Well, there's a little bit of a caveat with regard to this one. We are only going to go as far as the final approach fixed altitude. So yes, you select lower than what you are right now, but you don't have to go. There is no MDA, by the way, with regards to GPS with vertical navigation. So there would be no MDA to set. Moving on. And then we're going to press the approach button. You're only going to press the approach button for two types of approaches. An ILS, so you have your localizer or your glide slope, or GPS with vertical navigation where you have LNAV and glide path. All right, so those are the only times you press the approach button, please. That's a common mistake. I see a lot of guys and girls pressing that approach button when it's not appropriate to do so. So only when you have glide slope or glide path in the approach will you use that APP button. All right, let's see. So LNAV is armed. Let's say we're coming down, there's multiple step downs and we've entered path, and there's glide path that's armed, and we're going down to the final approach fixed altitude. And we're coming around fix A, there's fix B, coming to the top of the descent, and then glide path is engaged, it's active, and at that point in time, like an ILS approach, whenever you have glide path, you will set missed approach altitude. And the aircraft comes down, there goes to fix C, and then it goes to decision altitude, and you'll hear minimums. If you don't see the runway, go around flaps 2, pause rate, gear up. Since you have a magenta needle, it's simply nav at 400 feet, at 1,000 feet, flight level change to 10. And that's as easy as it gets. I like the GPS. It's very clean, very simple. The biggest mistakes with regards to this approach is setting, forgetting to set a lower altitude where you are, and the correct altitude to set is the final approach fixed altitude. And of course, forgetting either to engage the vertical navigation. So you have some individuals who forgot, and they have LNAV and a green altitude instead of a magenta altitude here, and of course, or they forget the press the approach button. So because they're so used to just pressing that button for the ILS approaches. Okay, I think that covers the GPS with vertical navigation. Until later, good night.